You're watching a movie, right? Three luxury cars smash through the glass doors of a high-end mall. Masked figures leap out, storm a jewelry store, and vanish with millions of dollars in diamonds. Sounds like a Hollywood blockbuster, doesn't it? Except this actually happened. Hit that subscribe button and let us dive into the incredible true story of the 2007 Wafi Mall Heist in Dubai, one of the most audacious and cinematic robberies of all time. It was April 15th, 2007, just after 10 p.m. The Wafi Mall, one of Dubai's most luxurious shopping centers, was winding down for the night. Shoppers were enjoying a late coffee, and security guards were beginning their routine patrols. The atmosphere was calm, opulent, and secure. After all, this was Dubai, a city renowned for its safety and low crime rate. No one could have predicted the chaos that was about to erupt. Suddenly, the tranquility was shattered. Two black Audi AA South, moving at high speed, reversed and crashed directly through the mall's glass entrance doors. The sound was deafening, a cascade of shattering glass and screeching tires echoing through the marble halls. Security cameras captured the scene. The two sedans, engines roaring, backing into the Graf jewelry store, a brand synonymous with the world's most fabulous jewels. The force of the impact was so great it buckled the store's heavy security shutters. As alarms blared and terrified onlookers scattered, a third vehicle, a white Ford van, pulled up outside, acting as a lookout and potential getaway car. From the two orders, a group of masked figures emerged. They were dressed in black, moving with a chilling precision that spoke of intense planning and rehearsal. They weren't just common thugs. This was a professional operation. This was the work of the infamous Pink Panthers. Who are the Pink Panthers? For those unfamiliar, they are not a cartoon character. They are a notorious international network of jewel thieves, primarily from the former Yugoslavia. They earned their name after a 2003 London heist where they hid a blue diamond in a jar of face cream, a tactic straight out of the Pink Panther movies. They are known for their non-violent methods, meticulous planning, and lightning-fast execution. Their targets are always the most exclusive jewelry stores in the world. From London to Paris, Tokyo to Geneva, and now, Dubai. Back at the Wafi Mall, the Panthers were a whirlwind of activity. While some stood guard, others used sledgehammers and axes to smash the reinforced glass display cases inside Graf. They ignored the less valuable items, focusing only on the most exquisite pieces: diamond necklaces, bracelets, and rings. They knew exactly what they were looking for. Their movements were swift, economical, and utterly ruthless. The entire operation, from the moment the cars crashed through the doors to the moment they sped away, took less than 3 minutes. Think about that. Less time than it takes to brew a pot of coffee. They grabbed jewels worth an estimated 14.7 million Emirati dirhams, which at the time was about $4 million US. Tay were in, Tay were out, and they had vanished into the Dubai night. The aftermath was a scene of controlled chaos. Dubai police, known for their efficiency and use of advanced technology, were on the scene within minutes, but the thieves were long gone. The two Audis used in the ram raid were found abandoned and burned in a nearby industrial area, a classic tactic to destroy any forensic evidence like fingerprints or DNA. The Ford van was also found torched elsewhere. The perpetrators had seemingly melted away. For any other police force, this might have been a dead end, a perfectly executed crime with no witnesses who could identify the masked figures and no forensic trail to follow. But this was the Dubai police. They were not about to let a crime of this magnitude go unsolved in their city. It was a matter of national pride. The investigation that followed was as impressive as the heist itself. The lead investigator, Lieutenant General Dahi Khalfan Tamim, the then chief of Dubai Police, declared that the criminals would be brought to justice, no matter where they fled, and he meant it. The first crucial clue came from a small, seemingly insignificant piece of paper found in one of the burned-out cars. It was a slip with a phone number on it. This tiny mistake would be the beginning of the end for this particular Pink Panther cell. Using this number, investigators began to piece together the network. They employed sophisticated tracking techniques and coordinated with international law enforcement agencies like Interpol. They discovered the gang had entered the UAE using fake European passports, A common tactic for the Pink Panthers, they meticulously traced their movements before the heist, identifying the rental car agencies they used and the apartments they had rented. The international manhunt kicked into high gear. One of the primary suspects, a Serbian national, was identified. His DNA, obtained from the international database, was a match for a sample found at a different crime scene linked to the Panthers in another country. The net was closing in. Within weeks, the arrests began, but not in Dubai. The suspects had scattered across Europe. Through seamless cooperation with European authorities, members of the gang were apprehended in Spain, the Netherlands, and Serbia. The intricate web that Pink Panthers had woven across continents was being unraveled, thread by thread, by the relentless work of law enforcement. One of the key figures was arrested in Spain after a tense surveillance operation. Another was caught in the Netherlands. The mastermind, a Serbian national, was eventually tracked down and extradited. It was a landmark case in international police cooperation, showcasing how different nations could work together to dismantle a sophisticated criminal organization. But what about the jewels? While some were recovered, much of the multi-million-dollar haul was never seen again. The Pink Panthers are known to have an extensive network for quickly fencing stolen gems, recutting them, and selling them on the black market, making them virtually untraceable. The real victory for the police wasn't just recovering the loot, but dismantling the cell responsible. The Wafi Mall Heist has since become legendary in the annals of true crime. It is studied by law enforcement agencies worldwide as a case study in both daring criminal execution and effective modern policing. It demonstrated the global reach of organized crime, but also the power of international cooperation in fighting it. The story is a testament to several things. First, the sheer audacity and meticulous planning of the Pink Panthers. They are not your average criminals. They are specialists, strategists, and ghosts who can operate in any city in the world. Second, it highlights the vulnerability of even the most secure locations when faced with a determined and well-organized group. They didn't hack a system or pick a lock. They used brute force with surgical precision. And third, and perhaps most importantly, it showcases the incredible capability of the Dubai police and their international partners. They turned a seemingly perfect crime into a masterclass in investigation. They refused to be beaten and pursued the perpetrators across the globe, proving that no one is beyond the reach of the law. The legacy of the Wafi Mall Heist is a fascinating paradox. It was a stunning success for the criminals in its execution, yet a complete failure in its aftermath. They got away with the jewels, but they didn't get away with the crime. The story serves as a stark warning to criminal organizations everywhere. You might be able to run, but in today's interconnected world, it's getting harder and harder to hide. What do you think's the most impressive part of this story? The criminal's daring plan, or the police's high-tech chase across the globe? Let me know in the comments below. It's a real-life cat-and-mouse game on a global scale. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into one of history's most spectacular heists. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss our next exploration into the world's most incredible true crime stories. Stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.